What's up, YouTube, and welcome to Fuzzymotion plays 6 Degrees of Sabotage. This is an interesting game. Let me tell you a little bit about it before we just go ahead and dive into it. This is a game created by Lucas Pope, and you may or may not know that name from a title that he created last year called Papers, Please, which was very popular on YouTube and on Steam. It's a fun little game about being a checkpoint clerk at a border patrol at a place called Aristotska. This game is the game preceding that, and it was made for a film festival sort of jobby, but it was for game development called Ludum Dare. And Ludum Dare is kind of it gives a chance for game developers to make games based on a theme, but the catch is you have to make it in 48 hours. So this game was conceived under the same conditions. And the theme of the time was something called Tiny World. So we're trying to do small degrees of separation, that sort of thing. The premise of the game is very simple. 1 hour ago, a bomb exploded in the mayor's rally. We have gathered information that implicates the butler and is the mastermind of the attack. However, the clockmaker was seen placing the bomb at the rally. So now we have 3 other people that we need to find out had a hand in this sabotage throughout the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to look through a couple of days or, a couple of hours worth of footage, and we're going to try to find out if we can pick out who exactly is in on this this sabotage. Okay? So I don't want to talk about it anymore. I actually just want to jump in and play. All right. So note the butler's acquaintances. This is the butler. Obviously, he's standing next to what appears to be the bartender, the soldier, and the colonel. So we might want to make note of that. Butler was sitting next to the bartender, the colonel, and the soldier. So we go Butler. I'm just writing all this stuff down. Butler, bartender, soldier, and the colonel. And the colonel, as he's called. Okay? So those 3 people, any one of those 3 people could possibly have the bomb right now. Okay, none of these other people are really of any concern to us at the moment. Now we're at a new movie. The butler's secret note has been carried to this by a saboteur to another group. Study the groups of people. Okay, so let's see. The bartender is still next to the butler and the soldier. Okay, that's interesting. So it's still one of those 3 people, or it could now be in a new cell of folk in this middle row. So we could be talking about the butcher, the sailor, or not a bystander, obviously that's not somebody that's part of the game, the baker. Okay? The baker. All right, so I'm going to write down a new cell of people, the butcher, the sailor, and the baker. All right, so now we could be talking about the butcher, the sailor, and the baker. And I'm just writing this down so I don't forget. This is one of those games where you do have to you have to keep note of what's happening, because otherwise when you come to the end, there's no way you're going to know what to do. All right, butcher, sailor, and baker. I want to see if I can go back to the beginning. Oh, no. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. I forget who this all ends up with now. I know the butler starts things off, but I can't remember who ends it. Who actually places the bomb. Fuck, I really should have written that down. Okay, so now we're on the bus. Bomb instructions have been carried to a different saboteur group. Study the people in the groups. Okay, so now, let's see. The butcher's sitting next to the baker. Butcher and the baker are together, so those are a group, a tandem. The sailor is now sitting next to the landscaper, the madam, and the socialite, and the teacher. Something tells me I don't think that these folks are involved. I can't remember who the last guy is, but we're coming up on that last turn there. We got the wrangler, the gambler. I don't think any of these guys are involved. Well, maybe the clockmaker. Was the clockmaker? Was he the guy? So we got the yeah, but nobody else is implicated. So there's no way it could have been the clockmaker at this point. Okay, so we can just start eliminating people. It's obviously not the wrangler. It's obviously not the clockmaker. The gambler, I don't think, has anything to do with it. The butler, the soldier, the bartender, and the colonel are all still really buddy-buddy. Okay, so I'm thinking it might have gone. Yeah. All right. I'm not too sure at this point, because I don't know who did it at the end. Attending the rally. Okay. Colonel, bartender, the soldier, I'm thinking it might just be these guys because they've been hanging out all fucking day. I don't know. Let's find out. All right. Now we're panicking. We've got to eliminate the saboteurs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot the soldier. Oh, fuck. That's not a good feeling. The soldier is not involved. How is that possible? The colonel. Okay, I didn't have a clean shot, Sarge. Couldn't take it. Bartender. In it. All right, colonel was guilty. All right, who else? Well, there was the butcher, the sailor, and the baker that... Okay, butcher? Oh, shit. Let's see. Baker? No, sailor. Sailor. He looks guilty. Look at him. Nobody wears that in public. Yeah, he was guilty. And the baker. The teacher. You always have to expect the teacher. Oh, the clockmaker was involved. All right, so if I want to get this right, which, you know, I at least want to get it right once, I have to make note of who starts it and who ends it, because otherwise I can't think back, and I can't work my way, I can't reverse engineer anything. All right, so it starts off with the clockmaker, and then we go from blank to blank to blank, and then it ends with the landscaper. All right. We're gonna get it this time. I'm not gonna screw this one up. I'm not gonna kill innocent people. All right, let's see. Notice acquaintances. Where is the clockmaker? All right, that's a large group to start with. So the clockmaker has one of 4 associates. He's got the colonel, it looks like. He's got the what is that? The harlequin? What are you? A hooker? Socialite. Well, close enough. Socialite. We've got the butcher, bartender. How could I forget? No one ever forgets the bartender. And then the sailor was the other guy, right? Okay. So now we need to know where those 4 were hanging out at the movies. Sailor, colonel, socialite, clockmaker, but the bartender is now up here with these folks. So now we need to figure out whether it's still contained within this group, or if the bartender decided he was going to hang out with one of these guys. Okay, so it could have been self-contained, or now we're talking teacher. We're talking wrangler. Not talking about the jeans. There's an actual job description that's wrangler. And then soldier. He's like the prototypical soldier, too. He kind of looks like he just walked out of Team Fortress Classic or something. Remember, this is all going to end with the landscaper, who is right here. So at some point, our saboteur is going to have to link up with this landscaper, and when we take note of that, we'll hopefully be able to derive the path that this bomb took. All right, so now we're on the bus. It appears that we have ourselves a gambler and a butler sitting next to each other. So there's one more degree of separation because obviously neither of those guys have been implicated yet. I think we're going to have to go and see who's attending the rally together. Yeah, there's landscaper, madam, butler, and gambler. All right. So I'm thinking it came from the madam, and the madam was sitting here with these fuckers. Okay, did we ever implicate the baker? It does not appear so. So the baker has nothing to do with it. The soldier and the butcher. Well, I'm guessing the butcher, since the butcher was never implicated, it had to have been the soldier. The soldier went to the madam. And let's go back. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'm so sorry that you had to see that. Alright, who was the soldier hanging out with that was of shady folk? Soldier. Wait a second. Wrangler, teacher, butcher. Teacher, wrangler. But neither one of those guys. The original group was just the colonel, the socialite, the bartender, and the sailor. Am I right? So where's it? The sailor, the colonel, the socialite, and the... Okay. Where's the bartender? I say, where's the bartender? Oh, there's the bartender. So the bartender... All right, now we're starting to make a path here. Bartender gave it to the soldier. Soldier then gave it to the madam. The madam then gave it to the landscaper, and now the landscaper's the guy that did the job. So we're going to have to kill the bartender, the soldier, and the madam. Here we go. Okay, bartender. See you, buddy. Soldier. When you show up again, your ass is mine. Madam, though, you're not getting away. And soldier. Got him. And we have 2 bullets to spare, so anybody want to eat these? No? Oh, I got to kill... Oh, wait. Fuck. I'm fucking up. Landscaper, obviously guilty. And the clockmaker. Where's the clockmaker? Where's the clockmaker? Got him. So we got all the saboteurs! We are a champion of the world. The network of saboteurs has been shut down. We couldn't stop the bombing, but the crew's days of mayhem and carnage are over. Until somebody else decides to do it again. Sounds like real sabotage and terrorism in the world we live in. So that was an interesting experience. I just wanted to kind of show this. This was made in 48 hours. And when you think about it, that's actually quite an accomplishment. I'm not sure if this won Let 'em Dare 23. However, it's a very strong entry in what I can only assume is a pool of other applicants, which very similar, but you can kind of see some of the similarities and some of the things that led into Papers, Please. This is very similar. I mean, the style, the artwork, and also the feel that you get. This sort of reminds me of like a terrorist's Clue or something like that, which is very interesting. I love Clue, and those whodunits. Some of my favorite types of games, and using logic to figure out what possibly could have happened and exhausting all possibilities. It's really neat. All right, so if you get a chance, play around with this for a little bit. 6 Degrees of Sabotage. This is what appears to be a Flash-based game. You can just load it up on your web browser. You don't even really need to download anything. It's basically it operates out of source. All right, YouTube. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.